Hello everyone, and welcome to another very interesting game. This is a SDL monthly tournament game between me, Jokertard, playing versus Tmanplays on 2 lakes. I'm playing 7th Panzer and he picked 39th. So what's the deal here? We basically have two medium tank oriented divisions, but my medium tanks are better than his. His 72s are better than TATBs and TATBVs. I mean, in terms of cost effectiveness at least. So what's the plan? Plan is to get him early before he manages to build up a significant TATBV force, and we'll see what Tmanplays tries to do. I'll start with my deployment. First, for this settlement, I start one Mi-2 helicopter that's just patted here to see if he is getting any units near, and then just getting the helicopter back. After that, I get one BMP-1 recon just here with motorized off-clearer. After that, I get two Concourses all in the town, and one Mordschützen in the BMP-1, and one Strela 2M if he tries to do anything funny, at least to like try and stop him. Basically just a holding force for my part of the town. The main attack goes into his town actually. So let's start with my deployment. I first start one mortar. I get it here. Why do I get the mortar? I get to smoke him off so my T-72s can come closer to his tanks, and at that point T-72s and then T-55s win. One special off-clearer goes here. The thing with 39th is he doesn't get airborne forward deployment like most divisions do. This is 3500 meter and his deployment is how much? 2400, so I get to this part here first. I also probably could have rushed immediately into the town, but I didn't want to really risk it, since I could get in there, but then maybe he could have started helicopters and then I'm doomed. So just take the safe position of taking this house, getting recon, and then providing recon all over here. After that, I start one Kub and two Strelas, I think, or just one Kub. Yeah, two small Strela teams. These are really good. These guys have 40% accuracy with 4 HE missiles for 15 points. Exceptional stealth as well, so you can sneak them around if you want. Basically just patting them into these houses here to stop any helicopters, and a Kub to stop any planes. Basically that's it. For the rest of the deployment, basically I deploy two T-72M1s. These guys got buffed. You get 15 armor, 18 pen, 8 rate to fire, max range tank for 155 points with resolute trait. It's insane how good it is. So I start two of these guys. I start one munitions truck. I start the CV to cap this zone, and then I pat that CV to cap this zone. After that, I start some Mordschützen in the BMP-1. In the normal BMP-1 with no ATGM, I just like it that way. I think BMP-1 with the missiles is kind of fucking trash, because they don't have accuracy, and I would rather just have the BMP-1 right in front of the enemy's face to provide fire support, which it's not really that bad at doing. So just for 20 points it's fine. So two of those cards, and one card of Pioneers and one card of T-55 MB2. These guys have the 2800 meter ATGM. That's really fast, so that's their use to provide ATGM support for the T-72s that are pushing. Let's get his deployment out. So he gets one CV, pats it here, and then pats it into his zone. Basically the same thing I'm doing. Then he starts two TATBVs. He pats them all the way here because he wants to push into my back zone. He starts three BMP-2s. He deploys them into defensive positions here. And this force here is going all the way back into my spawn, because I think he was thinking of something like that. I'm gonna start defensive into my town and then start trading with him. But I actually decided to try and rush him, because my division has limited time compared to his to get a good tank force going. So basically he's patting like what, 2 Strela 10s and 3 BMP 2s, 1 Oddelenie Podrzhenki and 1 Rozvedka, just all going here. So that's it for his deployment. I'm gonna cast from my side because I'm just a superior player. Obviously he's rank 1, but I'm just better. Of course I'm joking. We can start, let's just start 2 speed because I already said deployment. The Special Aufklärer, as I said, gets here, and I could have patted him here because he didn't start any helicopters, but I just wanted to be safe. This tank mechanized force is moving very slowly, but so is he's here. As I see that he has nothing here, I pat my Mi2 back here, and I'm gonna use it for spotting anything here. The Strelas and the Pioneers get here first, and I start doing my mortar firing rounds here, because I thought he was gonna play some Conquerors teams or Metis teams here to try and side shot my T-72s, but he's not doing that. He's patting his whole force all the way back here because he saw that his motorized Rozvedka passed basically through my line completely unopposed. So I'm buying a T-55A and a Mordschützen to deal with it. I don't think I noticed this Rozvedka being here, but I definitely noticed these guys. All of them just going here, and I'm like, what the fuck is T-Man doing? Here he's just pretty defensive, pretty standard stuff. I get with the Pioneers in the town, and I'm really confused at this point, like what do I do with my T-72? So I decide, one I'm gonna pull back and I'm gonna redirect it here, and one I'm gonna keep pushing with. I also redirect one Mordschützen into these buildings, because if he gets into these buildings it's gonna be hard to dislodge him. This BMP-1, I didn't notice this Oddelenie Podrzhenki, so I'm just gonna pop it. I buy a helicopter because yeah, and this D-72 that I bought, also placing it defensively here. I just keep smoking here, I didn't really stop it, and basically I'm trying to play defensively compared to his force. His force is very, very overstretched. This T-55A is actually buying crucial time that his infantry teams and BMPs aren't completely in my zone. I also have to buy an SPW command just to stop him from completely capturing this point if he pushes in. This Mordschützen is also very lucky that there's no AT infantry, but as I said, this T-55 bought crucial time for this Mi-24 to show up and for me to redirect my tanks. So basically Mi-24 is just hurling ATGMs at him. He has to try and smoke. That's basically it. And here I'm just pushing with my T-55s and T-72s. He really has not much to stop me from doing that. I noticed this BTR, but I can't really stop it now. And his force is kind of stuck here. As I keep buying T-72s, I have decent recon over him. I can see anything that tries to move here, and that's it. Basically, like I have him locked down here, and his only choice is to try and push and go into a close range engagement with my T-72s, which is not ideal for T-80BVs. You wanna trade long range. So he gets, I think he kills my Mi2 here. Yeah, it's gone. So, but still just buying an Su-22 because I think his AEA is just Strela 10s. I pop one there, and I think I just escape without any damage. No, actually I do get damaged. Here helicopters stop my push. I think this T-72 dies and I pull these two guys back. Not much I can do. I can just sit here with my AA, and that's all I can do while I try to contain his presence literally in my point. But he pushes these T-80BVs too close. This T-72 from the side finds a very nice spot to just crash this BMP-2 and anything that's pushing down this side. This Oddelenie Podrzhenki is kind of out of position. If it was moved a bit forward up, maybe in this building, I wouldn't be able to do this. His T-80BV gets damaged. One of them already got taken out by the AT plane, so I'm just pushing up. I see him first here, then I pop him. and I buy AA because I need to deal with these helicopters, and these helicopters and this T-80BV just keep pushing me here. I cannot really contest them. I mean, maybe I could have, but I think these Strellas take out. Yeah, they take that out, and this Rozvedka, I don't see it. I don't see it this whole time, which is pretty fucking insane. That I'm here and he's here and I don't see him, so he's like very close to just getting a side shot. I'm not noticing this immediately, but I will react to it. He's not gonna get into here. But yeah, my priority is to try and reinforce this push, because I didn't really get much from pushing into here, because I needed to conserve my SPW for him not to get my zone. I buy another recon heli and I keep moving these T-72s all the way up here to try and get into the town more easily. But basically at this point, since I basically contained his threat here, I can just keep buying T-72s unopposed. I'm gonna speed up things a bit because nothing's really happening. I fly the Mi-2 here, I notice his stuff, so I'm gonna keep buying T-72s and I'm gonna take care of this, while also after that just getting a horde of T-72s to push back into the town, because a lot of points were wasted here. He basically got nothing from this. So yeah, I notice his CV with the Mi-24P, and basically I'm saying to him in chat, what the fuck is this CV? And he says that at least he wants to try, and I'm like, watch my helicopter not be able to kill this and the autocannon stunning it, and take a guess what's happening. My helicopter is spinning like a retard and it cannot target the CV. So this is the state of helicopters in this game. This is 170 points. This shit, BTR, is literally 25 points. If it wasn't the command version, this is what it's doing to it. But here I basically retreated fully, conserved my T-72s. He manages to get into here, but my BMP-1 Aufklärer BRM, this is basically a BMP-1 with exceptional optics. It's also kind of trash, in my opinion, but because of the helicopter, I noticed this Motostrelki, and then I just push my T-72s because that's what I can do, because this game is funny. This T-72 is gonna get its ass shot by this Mi-24P. It's gonna survive on one hit, two actually. So I push the Strela 10s to take care of the Mi-24P, but basically what he's trying to do is pressure me before these T-72s arrive on the front. I'm not really using my smoke. I could have smoked. I am going to smoke this here, but I could have smoked it already, but I'm getting lucky shots with my ATGM, with my T-55 MB2. It destroys the BMP2. It's firing ATGMs at me, and the rest of the ATGMs are pretty weak to do anything to me. So these T-72s, I'm gonna get them to reroute all the way here when I get a brain. As I said, yeah, I am smoking this, so he's forced to go close to me. At the very least, to try and force him to go close to me. If he wants to trade, but basically this horde here that's building up is gonna move. I'm gonna press Q. Here he's still pretty weak. If he maybe got these T-80BVs to go into my town before I got this whole ball rolling, he could have done quite a bit of damage. He keeps buying helicopters, and at this point I don't have much to deal with them. All of my AA is here. So I buy an SU-22 to this gun, just gun runs everything, and I decide to take out his eyes. So I take that out. I'm surprised he didn't smoke his shit. I'm really sorry for that, by the way. I'm sorry for the sounds and the pain this makes, but it has to be done. So yeah, he smokes his tanks, so that's fine. This Mi-24P is getting stunned by this shit. Again, I'm just gonna pause and I'm sorry. Very sorry for what had happened. I'm gonna continue. Yeah, basically he tries to get an SU-25AT to kill my helicopter, but I notice it, so I get it down. So he has to redirect it to kill my Mi-2 recon. Outside of that, I'm doing good. Basically, I traded well enough with his BVs, even at the front here, so just a horde of T-72s and T-55s is piling up. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 T-72s with 3 T-55s, 1 Aufklärer Panzer and 1 Special Aufklärer. It's a very good pushing force protected by 1 cube, and I'm buying another one. So 2 cubes, 2 Strelas and just tanks, that's all you need to push. Basically it's an open field. There's very little he can do to stop me from doing this, because BMP2s just explode and T-80BVs, I completely outgun them. He tries to get them like in a nice shape so he can side shot me, but I don't think it's gonna work out for him. So he tries to, I basically smoke every single tank I have. The Su-25AT just is just out. I get my own Su-22AT because it's off cooldown to get the helicopter, and basically I notice he has no AA. So he's gonna keep buying tanks to try and contain my tanks, but I'm just gonna keep buying afterwards air and some infantry to get him, because he didn't smoke his tank. I just fly over again and get one of his T-80BVs. Basically, because he has no AA, he can't really stop me from doing that, and the T-72 hordes without any smoke keeps pushing on. He tries to get my AT helicopter really badly, but his AA plane misses again, so I just buy another AT plane and try to get this T-80BV. I don't know if I get it. I don't. That's sad. I think I lost visual because I started smoking this so I could come closer to him, but because I'm an idiot I block my own smoke, so I basically have no recon here whatsoever. So I start retreating my tanks to resupply them while I keep this AT plane just hovering. But basically, as you can see, just Q move forward with the tanks. There's not much he can do. I pick off another T-80B with my air. He gets a cube, but it's a bit too late. I think I can just 2-speed it till the end, because I just keep pushing him. There's not much he can do to stop me. This T-55, he kills the T-72 because he side shots it, but then the T-80BV turns towards my helicopter, so the T-55 just side shots it. And I just keep moving forward. I'll buy it without recon because he died, so I have to be careful with my BRM. Just Q moving forward. He smokes away, and I get this AT plane is still flying around, but now that the cube arrived, I'm gonna have to be a bit more careful, so I'm gonna have to buy a seed plane. But as you can see, there's a lot of red and very little blue, so basically just my blob keeps moving forward. I'm basically in control of the town, so I just buy more Schutzen and even more supply, because this supply is completely depleted from resupplying my damaged tanks. So basically 7th Panzer is basically just move your tanks in pairs, keep supply behind them, smoke, resupply, keep going again, keep taking good trades like this. You can punish your opponent with air. And as you can see, the BMP2 just completely stuns the Ma-24AT, and yeah, that's the state of helicopters right now in the game. But basically I'm in the town, I have him flanked, although this Conquerors is proving to be a headache. It killed already a T-55. I'm like, okay, I'm being sloppy, let's wait, let's play it carefully, I don't need to push him out completely. And then I just push out BMP-1s like an idiot for no reason whatsoever. But yeah, I'm just calming down with the rest of my tanks, just setting them up here behind the town. If he tries to push out, I can sneak out and blow him up. And basically, I'm on a +2, he's the one who needs to attack me, so I'm just sitting back, and he basically GG's out once I manage to kill his T-80BVK. Once I get the seed and 2 AT planes, he can't use his cubes, and anything I I just put the 280 planes to kill the T80 BVK, and he basically GG's out because he has nothing to stop me. I'm in the control of his town. I control both towns, and that's GG. GG well played to T-Man. Very interesting strategy to try and go for my back town. If I didn't actually move, if I didn't move directly into your town at the start, it probably could have gotten me. But as you can see, T72 is trading well. The 80 planes doing amazing. Like both 80 planes, just 280, 280 BVs. Another, the helicopters, and yeah, that's just the power of 7th. Just keep piling shit and keep moving forward with your good air tab if your opponent doesn't buy enough AA. So I hope you found that interesting. This was a tournament game. I won this game, and I obviously cast games where I win, and he won the first one. So our score from those 2 games is 1-1. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.